guys, welcome to my channel. I am finally finishing this piece for you guys. It's been done for a while. It was just a matter of editing this video that took forever. I had to switch from Adobe Premiere Pro to DaVinci Resolve because Adobe Premiere is super expensive and I didn't want to pay for it. Yeah, I had been using it for free with going to school, but since I graduated, I can't use it anymore, unfortunately. But I think that's totally fine. I get to learn a whole new software and how what it calls certain things and how to use it, and so far so good. There's only been a few hiccups where I accidentally changed the view of certain things and then I have to try and get all the tools back. Considering all of that though, that's not the worst thing in the world. I will say I had more ideas for this series. I had a lot more ambition than I could complete. I've had a few life changes happen. I recently had a kid, so that is why it took me so long to get this out there, and that's also why I didn't do a whole lot more. I was exhausted and pregnant, so yeah. I often try not to talk about my own personal life on here, but I figured you guys should know why I disappeared, because I was posting a lot and I was trying to upload a lot of videos for you. With that in mind, I don't have a lot of time in the morning or at night to be able to make a lot of art or edit videos. This is also in the description, just so you know. But I'm going to attempt to at least put one video out a month for you guys to watch. We'll see how that goes. Like I said, it is going to be an attempt. Please be patient. Thank you for sticking around. Even though I wasn't posting a whole lot, I really do appreciate it. Sorry, my voice, I'm tired, obviously. That's what happens when my voice gets all messed up when I'm extremely tired. Yeah, so I tried to show you guys a lot of the process in this video. I sketched in a sketchbook, then I copy it or take a picture, and then I print it out. I then use a light pad to transfer that sketch to watercolor paper. The pencil I use is an H8 pencil, and that is because it is super light. No matter how hard you press, it is a super light graphite, and that's because of how hard the core is. It is super hard, so it's no matter how hard you press on the paper, it's going to be light and not show up as intensely as any other colors. I actually got that idea from one of my professors. Also, I want to apologize if you see multiples of the same clip in this video, or I didn't cut out certain things. Like I said, I am learning this program, and for some reason it copied things several times into the timeline, and that messed me up. It took me forever to find them and try and take them out. If I missed any, I apologize, but I think we're past that. So after I transfer the sketch, I tape down the paper, and this is because I don't stretch my watercolor paper when I use it, and that is because I am lazy. I know I should be soaking that paper in a tub and then using gum tape to pin it to a pad, so that stretching, what you do is you loosen up the fibers using the water when you soak it, and then you tape it down, and as it dries it shrinks, but it straightens it out and tightens it, so that if you get it wet using any of the methods that I'm using here, it doesn't buckle, it stays flat. That would be very nice. However, like I said, that is more than I would like to do for my process. I have been learning a lot during my time, my quote-unquote time off. I have purchased several books about watercolor, and I have been learning from them, and I'm excited to start putting some of that stuff into practice. Something else that I would like to try is hot press watercolor paper, and the reason I'd like to try that is because that paper is actually flat. Like, it does not have any texture to it. It is flat, and that's something I would try to see what kind of blooms I would get with the grain, like the pigments in the watercolor, but we'll see about that. That is something that I would like to do in the future. But yeah, like I said, I've been trying to learn, get better. I am trying to sketch more. I'm trying to use my imagination more. I still am practicing using my imagination a little bit. I'm still working on that, and that's okay. I'm excited to continue doing that. I feel like I'm going in the right direction. Something else I would like to do is more real-time videos where I try and talk to you guys. Like, I had a poll about lives, and I think that would be really fun. It would keep me entertained. I know only one of you responded, so if you want to go and vote, it's in the community posts, I think. If you would like to have me go live, I've been trying to work on that as well, trying to get Streamlabs up and running to see if that would work. And what I would do for those lives is I would do like live traditional art or live digital art, because I want to practice that a little bit more as well. So that's something. Here, I actually loved this part where I used a lot of wet on wet technique to have the colors mix to make it actually look like she was for real painting this flower in real time. I thought that was a cool idea, and I'm glad the technique worked out really well. It took me a minute to get it how I wanted it to look, so that's why you see me going in with paper towel. The paper towel picks up and lifts the pigment off the paper if you use clean water, and you put clean water on top, and then you use a clean paper towel, it'll lift the pigments right off the paper. And then I loved this part as well, using a lot of wet on wet technique in this painting, and because that's how you get a lot of the colors to mix naturally and to blend nicely. And I liked using it because it really made it look like she was painting the leaves, and that they were really like she was making a mess on one of the leaves and then like making another one super pretty. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, again, I'm gonna try and do more like real-time videos. We'll see if those are edited or not. It depends, I guess, on how long it takes me to paint. And I know that I painted this one really quickly, and it still was about 3 hours long that it took me to paint this. 3 hours split up through a couple days. So we'll see what other stuff is. I'm gonna do some fan art, I'm gonna do some original stuff. I have ideas. We'll see if I follow through. I apologize if I don't, but we're gonna try a different thing. I mainly wanted to do real-time videos because I don't want to edit a whole lot, because I feel like editing takes a lot of time. So I'm gonna try and do a lot more real time for that reason, so that I don't have to use a lot of the extra time I have to edit, so I can get you guys videos sooner. And then maybe I can explain things real time as to what I'm doing. Yeah. I just wanted to explain some of those things, some of the things that have occurred and why it's taken me a while to make this video and get it out there to you guys. I've got ideas, and I want you guys to hold me accountable to things. I want to be accountable, and I want you guys to let me know what more you would like to see. Would you like to see more fan art, or would you like to see more original art? What kind of original art? Do you want to see more stuff like this, where it's fairies, dragons, mermaids, princesses? Not very good at drawing superheroes, or like original characters, because I have a few of those. Or would you like to see like me do Inktober? That is going to be a big thing for me if I do Inktober this year. It'll probably be only a few prompts, but I mean, do you want to see the full process of that, of how I come up with the idea for the Inktober art? Or do you want to see, I'm trying to think, do you want to see, oh gosh, what else? Do you want to see me do like screen caps from not just animated movies, but from, or TV shows, but also from like real person movies and TV shows where I draw them in my style. Also, right there you'll see here and there I have kind of the color palette I'm going for popping up on the screen. So let me know in the comments. I really want to know what you guys want to watch, what you guys think is interesting. I'm also going to try and do commentary. So with the Superman, it's going to happen. I have it printed out, ready to go. I am also going to upload a coloring sheet for you guys to color along with me. And that will be on Gumroad, and I'm thinking about maybe putting it onto my Linktree. We'll see, but it's gonna be on my Gumroad. That coloring page for sure will be up there, and I'm gonna give you my review of the movie in that painting. I don't know if it'll be a real-time painting or if it will be a voiceover like this one. We'll see. It depends on that day. What's gonna happen, I guess. So, but yeah, I'm gonna do that. If I do any art from movies or something, I'm gonna give my review, and I hope you think that that's okay, that's fun. Please let me know. Like, I really want to know what you guys are wanting in these videos, because sometimes it's really hard for me to come up with ideas, especially if I'm using my brain power for doing the actual work, the artwork, and then editing it. I want to know what you guys want to see. Here it is. Here's the palette that I was trying to go for like the background and for the leaves. So I was kind of referencing this as I was painting. Later you'll see that I reference some bug wings for her wings. Again, yeah, I want to know what you guys want to see. That doesn't mean I'm going to do what you want me to do, because I should have some freedom there, considering I'm making the videos. But I need ideas, and that's mainly why I'm coming to you guys, is because I need those ideas so that I can make more videos for you guys. And I do like art. I missed it. I missed it for the few months I couldn't do it, and I'm slowly getting back into it. I will say, after not doing it for a minute, I'm disappointed with some of my art. But that's okay. That means I am growing in the visual part, right? There's always a cycle where you visually learn, and then your art skills are behind, and then they catch up, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm really great at this, and then it all happens over again where you're like, man, this is not as good as I would like it to be, and then the skills eventually catch up. Yeah, so let me know if you guys want me to do Inktober, if you want like more stuff from Hannah, or more stuff from Imagination, or like draw this in my style kind of stuff. Let me know in the comments. To be honest, I don't know what else to talk about. This is a 30-minute video. I did mention a few of the techniques I'm using, which which is mainly wet on wet. And this one because I wanted a lot of colors and I wanted it to look like she was actually painting the leaves. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really like the butterfly very much in this. I should have done more butterflies if I was gonna add. That's something I would change about this piece, is that butterfly, but I wanted something to contrast, I guess. Yeah, didn't really think that one through. Everything else was pretty thought through, color-wise and shading-wise and positioning, like composition-wise. But yeah, that butterfly, not only in a weird spot, but it also, the color of it sticks out like a sore thumb. That's okay. That's something that I have learned. Maybe I liked it in the moment months ago, pretty much last year, I guess. But now I do not like it. Now I think it was a bad idea. So that's how things can change. And yes, it is taking me an entire year almost. I think let me see. I recorded this in it says in January, but I don't remember that. I don't think I did. Let's see. Okay, yeah, September of last year. So, like I said, it's been almost an entire year since I recorded this. And I apologize for having it take so long. I was knocked out for a while. Sickness and then tired and sick and then I started getting to the point where I couldn't fit behind my desk anymore. So, yeah. Oh, here I'm trying to use wet on wet to give the illusion that there are more leaves and trees in the background, and I think it turned out really well. I really enjoyed that part as well. I really like using wet on wet techniques. I think I really like them because I think it really adds depth and texture to pieces. And yeah, but I think I'm gonna be done talking now. I don't have much more to say about this piece. If you do, let me say what I used. I'm pretty sure I used Arches cold pressed watercolor paper. I have a thermal heat gun that I used to dry. It's kind of like a blow dryer, except for smaller and actually quieter. I use leftover candle jars for my water cups. I have a bunch of different types of brushes, most of them synthetic and really cheap. There's some really good ones like Cotman paint brushes, as well as description because it takes forever to figure it out. Like I talked about the pencil already. It is just some brand off of Amazon. I got a bazillion of H8 pencils in that pack, so there's that. I used washi tape and just regular masking tape that I purchased also on Amazon. I got the color palette I'm using at this current time in the video is, I think, an Art Creations, the Skin Tone watercolor pack. The other colors I used a watercolor palette just from Amazon, as well as some Holbein and Ohuhu colors, watercolors, because I created my own palette when I was in college, using those colors as well. I didn't use any masking fluid. I'm trying to stay away from that, although masking fluid is really useful when necessary. And but I'm trying to stay away because it does dry out and it does sometimes have issues with pulling up the paper, depending on the paper, so we'll see about that. I'm also going to try using bead watercolor paper because I've heard really good things about it. I also have small sketches. You saw one of them, the Blue Pixie. There's that sketch, and then and that sketch is really long because I wanted to turn it into like a bookmark. And then I have another sketch on the other side of that piece of paper that is a princess, but and I'll be painting that as well eventually. Let me know if you want me to do a series again where it's like multiples of a specific subject. But I'm going to be using the bee paper, trying it out because I've heard good things about it, but I haven't used a whole ton. I'm also trying to just use all the paper that I have because I have a lot of paper, a lot of sketchbooks. Yeah, and I think this is the time that I will be done talking. I hope to see you guys in the next video, and I hope to see your comments on what I should do, what you guys are interested in seeing from me, and yeah, keep on keeping on. I don't have a catchphrase yet, so we'll see if I end up developing one in the time that I start trying to put out more videos. Anyways, have a great day, guys. See you in the next video.